Okay, I'm in virtual desktop. I'm looking at 3dSenVR. It's NES backwards. It's an NES emulator, and it does it in, this is the VR version. It's on itch.io. Um, there's also just a, without the VR, 3dSen. It's a PC version. But the VR version can run on the PC as well for 2D, to play in 2D. So if you I don't understand the difference between them, but I figure you just get the VR and run it in desktop mode if you need it, and maybe you get the other version if you're just anti-VR, or maybe it might be a little bit cheaper. But yeah, I run the desktop mode to get it set up, and to start figuring it out. Um, it's also on Steam. I recommend their discussions. They've got these pinned items that you can go through really quickly. Kind of the first thing to know is the list of games. So there are 100, and this isn't just well, it is, but for the 3D aspect of it, the games need a profile created. It can't just 3Dify, do side on every game. So there is a profile creator, 3dSen Maker on itch that'll help you make those profiles. I've never used it. We'll talk about some of those more later. But there's 100 built in, but out of the NES games, I think there's like 700, maybe up to 1,000, and if you include the Japanese ROMs. But so it's just a tenth of them that have a profile right now. But when I've done emulation, I typically don't need all the games. I only want a couple of them. So you can check this list to see if it's got what you want. There's also, you can get a cover art pack where they've made the artwork for the games. I'm using that. There's setup, there's facts. So this is a good starting point. It's where I started. And let's go ahead and jump in. Switch to VR. So we're on well, let's just go to games first. So this game's a little bit of a misnomer to start. Didn't mean to switch to there. What is clicking? So it's got these 9 tabs. Now, what in the world is clicking? Probably my Oculus Quest thumb drift. But you can see these starting out are just the list of profiles. And then when you click into one of these, it'll let you select the appropriate ROM. Now you can select the incorrect ROM. So if I selected the ROM for Adventures of Lolo and chose, let's say, Arkanoid instead, the profiles need to match. So that is likely to be just look entirely wrong. As far as just being a generic NES emulator, you can run them in 2D mode. And so then whatever you select in here, it's not going to get the 3D aspect. You'll still be in VR playing it. It just won't get as much all the 3D treatment like the ones with the 100 with profiles. And then you can add more profiles. This is where you can get the custom profile website. There's like, we'll look at that in a little bit. So let's look at settings. So you've got some basic display settings that kind of display the Oculus touch controller settings. But I do have, let me get out of here. No, come on. Let me switch back to desktop. So I've got the X-Arcade X-Arcade2TV in front of me, and so that's what I'm looking at today, is how do I use 3dSenVR with the X-Arcade TV. For that, I've still got the Gen1 dongle, which only does keyboard input. So this is the mapping that I am using. I'll explain it real quick. For player 2, this is the default keyboard mapping that I switched from. Note that I don't see a reset here. I feel like there should be a reset in case you mess something up. But what I did is I started with the gamepad. It does have X input. That's what should be showing here. I don't have a controller connected right now other than the touch controllers. But I connected a standard Xbox controller, chose X input, and then that mapping, what I did then, let me switch back to desktop. Here. So using the X-Arcade2TV manual, I looked at this Xbox layout, and I effectively mapped these controls for what 3dSenVR had for controller X input by default, since the Gen1 dongle does not support X input. And then I mapped that, oops, sorry, let's go back here. Thrashing around. To this, great. This is what the keyboard commands are for the Gen1 dongle. So with the X input, I map those to these Gen1 dongle keyboard commands. If you've got the Gen2 dongle and you can switch it into X input mode, I imagine you'll just do gamepad and select X input that way. Or if you're hooking up the X-Arcade2TV directly to your PC, because this does run on your PC, it's not standalone, then you can put the X-Arcade2TV into X input mode, and then I think you would just choose controller X input. But this is for those with the Gen1 dongles. I would generally say you'd want to go ahead and, if you're not going to get the haptics kit, go ahead and get the Gen 2 dongle. It offers a lot more. Like there's some stuff that I'm just don't have a good way to play right now that I'm going to look for another workaround. I'm in the position where I probably will get the haptic kit later on down the line, and that includes the Gen 2 dongle, so I just don't want to end up with two of those, and I can show people how to use the Gen 1 dongle for right now. Now let's go ahead and look at some stuff. So we'll start out in a game. I'll go to Arkanoid. So it's a little close right now. So there's a keyboard command where I can push it back. Okay, so I think what's happening is I need to go back to my desktop and make sure that it has focus, because I'm not getting the keyboard commands. Okay, so sound is coming in now, so that's good. And then let's go to, let's reduce the volume. Go ahead and resume. Alright, so it's got a demo going now, but now I should be able to set my touch controllers down. And I've mapped the button to let it zoom out more, so I can see it. And on the right stick, I've mapped it where you can rotate. So this is where you can see it's got the profile has made it 3D. Okay, so it did the demo, so let's go ahead and hit player 1 to start. I'm gonna hit player 1 again. I'm gonna hold the flipper button, and then release it, and it resets it. Okay, and so now I need to actually play instead of messing with the controls. And so I don't know how well this is gonna show up on YouTube, but I can see the 3D aspect of it. I think it looks pretty great. So I'm gonna hit the back flipper to get out. And so that is the main feature. It does a little bit more. It has some more tricks. So let's look at pass-through real quick. So let's try. Let's switch to. Let's just do it with Arcanoid to start. And this is paired with using virtual desktop. So I'm going to go in here and go to streaming. I'm going to turn on VR pass-through and then configure. So this is the way I always have mine set. I always have it just set to black 00, red, green, blue 000, and I do a low similarity score because I don't want everything showing up transparent, but I do want it full transparency, and I don't want my boundary. So I've enabled the pass-through, and let's work here, and I'll switch back to desktop and I'll explain it. So here you can see that the default background is just black on the game. And since I'm making black transparent here, when I switch to VR, that's why I can just see through to my wall. And so now it's basically mixed reality. So let's go back into Arcanoid. And so here, Arcanoid the background must have been a mix of black and blue. But you can see it good here. So this background must have been black entirely. And launch it. Alright, let's get out. So that's pass through. Let's switch to another. So let's try this. So Micro Mages, this is a game you can buy on Steam and itch.io, and they provide the ROM. So it's a new homebrew game made to run on NES. Let's zoom out. Alright, so this doesn't look so good in this pass-through. Let's, I'm going to turn off pass-through real quick. Just here. Yeah, you can see it's all black, so that's just all getting transparent. I could choose a different color in here, so setting. Skybox lets you choose a color. So I could potentially choose like green, 255. Now let's switch to desktop. It's kind of hard to set the colors here. Let's see if that does it. And then game. Resume. Okay, so I'm getting pass through, but I can see the background now because I chose 255 green. So I hit player 1 to start. Alright, so this one's pretty cool. Let's exit. And then another thing, so I was playing with the X-Arcade2TV. I've been picking up the touch controllers to switch in between and change settings in between. At least with my keyboard mapping, I haven't been able to select a game or switch games or do all the settings using the X-Arcade2TV keyboard mapping. It'd be great if you could, but it's not that. It's pretty easy to pick up the controllers and switch them. And then another reason to pick up the controllers is you can do light gun games. Duck Hunt. Duck Hunt may not like a green pass through, but let's see. Go zoom back. Oh, not bad. So it wasn't pure 255-0. Alright. That's enough. I'm pretty sure that's Nintendo. So light gun games are great in VR with the touch controllers. Like I wouldn't add a different hardware gun to the X-Arcade2TV to do light guns. I would use VR. They work great. What else? That's looking at some of the built-in profiles real quick. Let's try a custom one, and this one I will turn off pass-through because I haven't done this yet. Let's get back the default. Okay, so now we'll go to games, and it's here. So select an external 3D profile. I'm keeping the 100 ROMs in 3dSenVR, and within it I have a community folder that has the 20 profiles, and also I think the 20 associated ROMs. I set these up earlier, but I haven't actually tried it yet. I'll make for a more exciting video. But these are the profiles. They have a 3DN extension. I think I'm going to use this one called Bobble. I don't know how to say the umlaut. I don't know how to say that either. This is also a game on itch.io. So it's a homebrew. So let's see. No. See if I can find that profile. Well, Micro Mages, it changed position at least. So where is that profile at then? Wasn't it Bobble? Should be B, right? There it is. So it's just got 3dSen as, I guess, like the default image. So let's select it. Now it's asking for the ROM. So I've got this. It's in a zip. If it's other extensions will work as well. I think all my ROMs just happen to be zipped. Mapper 69 has not been supported yet. Well, that did make for a great video. Let's try 2048. that should be on page 1 now, right? 2048. All right, this one worked. Actually, I know there's a million 2048 games. I don't actually know how to play 2048. Try to get 2048. No, I have no clue what I'm doing. I just see 2s and 4s. Oh my gosh. Let's exit out of here. That, well, successful at showing I don't know what 2048 is. And this one, yeah, what is thrashing around? I've got a controller that's needs to be, it's getting drift, I think. Can't wait for a Steam frame. So this one, it doesn't have any art. Here's why if I wanted 2048 art, I'd have to go and get that like I did for the rest of the stuff. But the rest of them were provided in that Steam VR discussion. But yep, that's it.